A warning tonight from the U.S. Attorney in Raleigh. If you took money meant for struggling businesses to survive the pandemic, his task force is coming for you.
In an exclusive interview with WRAL Investigates' Cullen Browder, U.S. Attorney Michael Easley said tens of millions of dollars, if not more, wound up in the wrong hands, and the government wants it back.
The government took very swift action to make billions of dollars available for the needy, and it wound up in the hands of the greedy.
Billions for those in need as businesses struggled to stay afloat through the first 2 years of the pandemic.
It paid our rent, it paid our power bills, it paid the staff we had, until we could kind of get our feet back under us.
The Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP, offered forgivable loans to companies that kept workers on the payroll. U.S. Attorney Michael Easley says not all that money ended up in the right hands.
How big of a priority is identifying PPP fraud?
PPP fraud is a huge priority. There is something about COVID fraud cases that I think should make all of us angry.
Easley created a task force about a year ago with members of his office and several other agencies to find and recover PPP money.
Over the course of the last year, I think we've gotten probably 30 indictments. I think we have 30 more that are in the hopper.
And he says there's more in the works.
The sum total of cash related to those approximately 200 subjects is about $40 million. So that's a significant chunk of change.
Easley won't talk about those cases yet.
We don't speak about any case that's not been indicted.
Or one we're looking into. WRAL Investigates was tipped off about PPP loan concerns involving 7 companies in Garner and Raleigh that received 13 loans totaling more than $1.5 million. All the companies are tied to one Garner couple. Through extensive web searches, it appears only one business has a physical location. We went there, asking to speak with the owner. We also delivered a letter with our findings. So far, no response defending the need for all that taxpayer relief money. Not addressing that specific case, Easley did discuss red flags.
So if you claim that you have a company and that company doesn't exist, that's knowable. If you claim to have employees that you do not have and have never paid payroll tax for, that's knowable.
60% of the cases in the district's economic crime section are COVID related.
This task force is not going to let off the throttle.
And with Congress expanding the time to prosecute PPP fraud cases until 2030, Easley warns if you cheated the system, you're not in the clear.
They may get a knock on the door. It could be this year, could be this week, could be years from now. So we are very much taking a long view of this. And we don't intend to go away until we get back every penny that we can get back for the taxpayers.
So WRAL Investigates is not yet naming some of those local businesses in question because there are no current charges and the U.S. Attorney won't confirm or deny active investigations. But some of those that did lead to prosecution really amount to a criminal network. For instance, a Texas couple pleaded guilty to essentially selling a PPP fraud playbook here in North Carolina in exchange for kickbacks. Gerald.
He's right. That should make all of us angry. Cullen Browder in the studio. Thanks, Cullen.